Hey guys, welcome to our channel, The Trash Rats. I'm Kortni.
I'm Maria.
I'm Kristina.
And we're gonna get started right now.
Never.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Trash Rat time. Today we are drawing our favorite YouTubers at the time, right now at this moment.
At this
current time.
One of our favorites.
Yeah. Just,
I mean, I think we can both say we have a lot of favorite YouTubers.
Yeah, I can go on and on. If you want a whole list of my favorites, then I gotcha.
We could do that. We could put together a little list to put in the description.
Top favorites?
Yeah.
Like recommended or suggested.
We'll put a couple of ours in the description for you guys. So you check out our faves.
Yeah. So we're actually gonna start off with Kristina this time.
Woo!
Yeah.
So who are your favorites?
Okay, so my favorites actually are Heath and Zane from the Vlog Squad. They actually do like a podcast which is called Zane and Heath Unfiltered, and it's really good, and I really like just like listening to them while I'm drawing or something, so I'll put on their podcast. I also just really enjoy a lot of the Vlog Squad content because it feels really like familiar in a certain way, like nostalgic almost.
Like you're in that group.
Yeah, and I think it's really nice just to like, I don't know, that style of like videos is really appealing to, I feel like, a lot of people. I did want to talk about something really quick before I go ahead and get blasted. So in the beginning of this video, you see me pull up a picture of Zane and trace over his face. Now what I am doing is I am getting his proportions correct.
Don't you ever hurt my girl. She is not tracing. Don't you ever.
It's a reference.
It's a reference. But so
this isn't her usual type of style.
I was doing face studies, which you should do if you're trying to draw someone specifically
like
and their realism and their actual facial proportions. So what I did with him is I drew it over him to study his face, and then I moved it over to the top, and then I did it freehand, and then I moved it over to the top again, and then I did Heath's face on a different segment, which is kind of why you don't see it right here. But I do his face study, and then I bring that over to this one, and then I redraw over these two again, and then I get their pose right, and then I study their facial structures again while I do it, and then I take all of the SketchUp, and then I move it to the top left of the screen, which you'll be able to see in a little bit, and then I draw it freehand again, and then the free-handed one ends up being my final one. But because I have drawn it 3 or 4 times, I think, at this point, I knew that I think a main thing that I was looking at
already recognizes their features
and their face shapes. Like Zane had like he has like a heart-shaped face, where Heath has more of like an angular face, and then it was easier for me to do their noses and then their eyes, where their eye placement was. And usually I have a harder time doing eyebrows, but when I did their face study so many times, it was actually easy. I was able to pick out their specific eyebrow shapes.
Yeah.
So you can see me starting to do it freehand right here. So, before anybody puts me on blast.
I just gotta protect myself.
I was doing face studies.
Which is fine. Like it's if you get the basic shape down and you do the overall shape. Tracing is when you go from like line to line, whatever, you just basically trace on top of
without
it.
Trying to figure out exact placements.
The reference is, getting the basic shape down.
And you can even see me do it when I do freehand, where I put the lines in from where I could see where I had drawn it before, and I'd already knew where it was.
Yeah, because then if you don't memorize, the lines, the shape, or you don't really know what to do with your hands if you haven't practiced it beforehand.
Yeah.
So it's nice that you did that. I did not do that. I went straight in.
I just wanted to make sure it looked like them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I could have just drawn any two dudes, you know?
Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted to make sure they were recognizable since they're actual people, and I enjoy their content, and I kind of wanted them to see it.
I feel like I also do practice a lot on like regular human beings. I do a lot of referencing and a lot of like photo sketching that I think that's one of my strong points of like drawing caricatures of people. I do it pretty decently. I'm not like horrible at it.
Yeah.
So I don't have to keep, doing the references and practice. I still practice, but
Yeah.
I tend to do better by just looking at the reference and doing it freehand because I've been doing it for so much.
Yeah. I think I do need to start practicing a little bit more, especially drawing like realistic people, because I think growing up, especially when you're self-taught, you tend to look at other artworks instead of actual
Based on
real life
that.
references.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just because that's what you want to look at.
Yeah.
And so I think definitely I need to start being a little bit better, at least, about doing human references than I have been. But yeah, this was a great study, and I think honestly, I got their face shapes
You did.
accurate.
They look
Really
exactly
Yeah.
like them.
And you can tell even some of their facial features are a little bit different from where I had done the face studies. But I think I altered it just a little bit more to my style specifically.
Yeah.
So
I forgot his name right here.
Heath.
Yeah.
This one's Heath,
Zane.
and then this one's Zane.
Amazing. He looks exactly like when I see him. I'm like, yeah, that's him.
Yeah. I feel like these two are my favorite. A lot of the reasons because we're all from the South, and I love that Heath calls his girlfriend Bubba.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, "Hey, Bubba," and I'm like, "Oh,
And
that's so."
weird, because I call my boyfriend Bubba.
I call my brother Bubba,
Yeah.
but I feel like
Yeah.
it's still like being in the
it's
South a
it's
term of
term.
endearment,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like it hits home every time he says it,
I
and
never
I'm just like,
realized that because I am from Florida.
Yeah.
And we don't say that stuff down in Miami. It's a whole new
"Girl, I
world.
came out of the womb saying Bubba," like.
Yeah, so
Not I, said that.
yeah.
I am
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Colorado.
And then I feel like Zane kind of encapsulates my personality, like
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched them in a very long time, but I was a little bit, not obsessed, but I watched quite a bit of the Vlog Squad for a while, and then I just stopped and went to a different realm.
Well, so other favorite YouTubers of mine that I did want to talk about. I think we've been obsessed, all of us collectively, with Unasanas for since it started.
Yeah.
Basically,
Like,
loves
the first video, I was like, what the fuck is that?
I
And
love
then I
Mark
clicked on
and
it, I'm
Ethan.
like, what is happening?
Ethan is BB.
And for a minute, I didn't recognize Ethan.
Really?
Yeah, his face cleared up a lot.
Oh, it was just okay
Yeah, because
from what it was.
Yeah, he was like real bad acne or whatever. But yeah, he looks so good.
As you tuck your hair behind
and
your
I
ear,
love his girlfriend.
he looks so good.
Mika, I
yeah,
want her
she's
to be
really
my
cute.
best friend. Please, Mika, be my
Oh my
best
god, by
friend.
the way, Heath's girlfriend, so cute. Oh god, I forgot her name, and I which is sad because I know it. But she's like an incredible dancer, and she's super cute.
Nice.
Oh, I love her.
I always love the girlfriends more than
Right?
To be honest, yeah, even my favorite YouTubers, their girlfriends, I'm just like, they're so cute, they're so cool.
And even though you don't really see Mark's girlfriend Amy that much, she puts up with so much.
Well, she's always behind the camera.
Well, yeah, but that's also just that's
She's
I
the
feel like
queen
it's
behind
oh
the
my
camera.
God, you
I'm
guys
amazed
stop.
that she doesn't talk through some of the stupid things that she does. Like you can see her just being completely silent, and I'm like, how do you not just laugh, die laughing?
Yeah, look at that. I like.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, I put their little logo because why not? I had to fill that space, and
There goes that lighting.
oh yeah, I got to do that. I got to do that lighting.
There it is.
And that's the end result.
Yeah, I love it.
I
It
think
turned
Cute.
out so
I like the
well.
white outline.
I like how they're
It's like a
lovingly
good
looking at each
sticker.
other.
Yeah.
So cute.
But yeah, so those are my favorite YouTubers.
Yeah.
Along with some others. We did you kind of did an
Ethan.
Ethan Becker, who is I love.
Shout out to him, man.
He is amazing.
Amazing. I love him so much. I'd say he's one of the top art YouTubers
Yeah.
right now. He's hot right now.
So hot right
He's an attractive guy, but his videos are
Gaining.
His girlfriends are
attraction.
also really cute.
Yeah, they're great people.
On the flip side of YouTube, we do have Maria's.
Yeah,
And someone I actually watch with her a lot. It's a BestDressed Ashley.
Yeah, and you don't see it at all, but I looked through her Instagram feed and I tried to find a pose that I liked. There's a lot of poses, people draw her with her and this white shirt, shorts, jean shorts, white docs, and her in her pigtails, her holding it, and I was like, that's too basic. I found this one of her just like jumping and leaping.
Which is crazy because I recognize it. Like, even if you didn't tell me who you drew, I know that pose from her.
Yeah.
Because I think she did use it.
Yeah, it's on her feed, and I put it on the side. You don't see it, but I definitely reference from that. I did change out her pants. She wore these same pants. She wore everything in this, but I changed out the pants. In the original, she was wearing white jeans, but I really love her gingham, and she's obsessed with gingham. So
Is it gingham or?
Gingham?
I think it's gingham.
She's a picnic bitch, we all know
Yeah,
it. Her words, not ours.
Her pearl purse bag thing. She loves pearl, so I decided to draw her like little pearl bag too. Well, she has it in the photo. The thing that I changed was her hair. It was pulled up, but I decided to make it all.
The way you drew her legs and her feet and her shoes are very manhwa-esque.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like the Korean manga style.
Yeah. I was feeling her. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
You,
good.
you jumped on this. You were like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do best dress. Done.
I think I've only seen like one of her videos, and it was where she redesigned her apartment, where her
Yeah.
where her bed is in like a closet.
It took
Yeah,
her like a year
that
to
one
complete her
specifically.
whole one.
Yeah.
She's like, and now I'm moving. So
I think that's the only one that I've actually seen of
Yeah,
hers.
yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, she's
I actually
she's
watched
funny.
her newest one today before coming here because I was just like, I need something to chill with. I like
Yeah.
the way she talks, and she's like very informative. She doesn't
Yeah.
try really, like
Yeah.
she used to, but she like calmed down. She's just being herself.
Yeah, she said it in a video where she's like, I look back and I'm like, I know I'm trying hard, and I'm telling you guys this. And I was like, wow, that's so real of her.
Yeah.
To be like, in these YouTube videos, she is not completely herself. She is herself, but she like overreacts or like pushes herself to be
Dramatic.
in the video.
Yeah.
And she says that about her. I'm like, that's really
And that gets
cool of her.
tiring, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and you start kind of just hating your content because you're just not being
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah. And I
You
fully
don't want to have to
support
put on a
her.
front the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we could do this if we weren't anything but us.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I will say I don't really. I love watching her videos, and I still watch pretty much all of them. But I'm not like I'll super like click instantly. There's a couple of of some people that I will click instantly.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the trio: Drew Gooden, Danny Gonzalez, and Curtis Connor. Oh my God. Those three are the funniest guys ever. They do more of like, I guess, commentary
Yeah.
videos. They do pretty much like watch anything that you send them or whatnot, and they'll like comment. I think of them as comedians. If you see, I believe all three of them started in Vine. So did
Really?
Ethan, not Ethan, the Vlog
Vlog Squad, yeah, they all
Yeah,
started in
yeah.
Vine. Well, most of
Those
them, I
three.
think, started in
The
Vine.
most
I don't think all of them
notorious
did, but-
one is Drew Gooden going on, in his car, and then there's that sign, and he's like, work sign ahead. I sure hope it does. And I don't know why. It's so
This is
funny.
good to you, man. This is
Yeah.
good to you.
Yeah, but those three guys are super hilarious. Check them out. But I love her fashion style, like her sense and stuff, and she's very informative about these things of like why I picked these, like these certain length of the cut of the pants or whatnot that I tend to look at that and I'm like, oh, that's an interesting way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, the little pattern.
I like it. Yeah, she's super obsessed with those patterns. I do change it up for a little bit. I didn't like how I wanted it to be a little bit more neater. And,
Yeah. Gotta get that good brush for that grid brush.
Yeah.
That was
That's
very
what
sweet.
I did, and yeah, she's fun. And fun
She
to
looks
draw.
so cute.
She does look really cute.
She's a beautiful woman.
So on the topic of other YouTubers that we like, other specifically art YouTubers, have you guys ever seen 1000's stuff?
10 minutes. No.
He does a lot of like acrylic painting, but he has a really unique style, and he does like graphic design and all that stuff, and he is amazing. You should really check him out.
Yeah.
He's super good, and he's really entertaining to watch too, because his style is just so unique that it keeps you like locked in the entire time you're watching the video, which is really nice. Another one I do know we all watch is Drawfee.
Oh
sure.
yeah.
I love
He's
Drawfee.
great.
And if you have noticed, we kind of have some inspiration for our videos
Yeah,
from them.
of course.
Because it's such a good platform.
I mean, they're really iconic, and I think that them having a platform really can inspire other creators to have a platform as well.
I don't think that's what really like pushed us to like go up there doing it. We can do it too.
And mostly like us just wanting to spend time together.
Yeah.
And I know me and Maria do art, and I know Kortni doesn't, but like I don't.
To have fun.
Yeah.
You know, talk about it.
I mean, I'll still watch Droppy just to like listen to the commentary, or like depending on what the subject is. Like the Sonic one was really funny.
Oh yeah.
But like, I don't really watch too much beyond like gamers, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye,
Game Grumps,
Danny,
Danny.
I love you.
Babe. I relate so hard to Aaron those on most days.
But I do like one cosplay YouTuber, the Kamui cosplay.
No, she
Kamui
is.
cosplay?
Buy my books. Buy my books.
She's cute. I
Buy her books.
Yeah, and she does such beautiful work. And I love her cats.
Yeah. I didn't know what to do with like the background too much.
But she is a plant mom for sure.
Yeah, she is. So I was
I've seen
thinking
quite
about
a few plants
but I
in her videos.
ended up doing this floral design that reminded
From the
me
wallpaper.
of the wallpaper.
I love that wallpaper.
That
I
looks
don't
so
usually
good.
like wallpaper, but she made it work, man.
Yeah.
And like I watched the video of her like taking it all down, and she used the paste that it's supposed to just pull off, and I'm like super satisfying. It's just pulling off the wall. There's no residue on the wall, and like she just had to fill holes from like when she put like art up and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was so satisfying to watch. Here we go, guys.
These are the final pieces. These are our favorite YouTubers.
We do hope that they get to see these and appreciate
sure.
I hope they enjoy it.
Yeah, right.
Shove it in their faces.
I know Zane and Heath like don't really have any fan art, and I was like, I have to give them some fan art.
Because I definitely thought you were gonna do it, honest.
I thought about it, but they have so much fan art, and honestly, like Zane and Heath deserve way more love than that. So
I know
gotta give my boys some credit.
Has a couple more, but I mean, I could not decide between those three dudes.
Yeah, and then doing all three would be a pain.
Yeah, I drew two, which is why I only decided to do the bust. Yeah. But which I think was perfect anyway for them.
Yeah. And same for
Ashley needs a full body because she's a fashion guru.
Yeah.
Also, you're so good at drawing like design clothes as well, and she has so many to choose from.
So it was fun to do it.
It's great that I can recognize every piece because I've seen her wear them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. Oh, I love it.
Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed us talking about our favorite YouTubers. Make sure you guys check out Casey Cosplay, aka the Kortni, who is sitting right next to me right now.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, Kristina actually edited this video, this picture of mine.
Yeah, it's okay. I did it with a mouse. I don't want to talk about it.
I kind of like it.
I will reserve my feelings. We hope you guys enjoyed the content for today. Be sure to check out some of our other videos and stay trashy.
Stay trashy.